Hey everybody, and welcome back to More Tales of the Wandering Bard. So, the knights are gathering. You guys are going to head off into the forest.
Well, we tell them that we will meditate and hopefully help them through our meditation.
The knights gather with their troops. They gather half the city guard. And they move towards the warlock's place. Where do you guys go? One knight insists on staying with you, and he brings his 8 spears and his squire.
Right.
He insists that the warlock may come after you, and he insists that he protects you.
Oh,
Right. What is it? I should get the opportunity to talk to you without him hearing us. Can we ask if we? So we'll go to the forest and we'll ask him if he would stay behind us, like 10, 20 meters.
As long as I can still see that you're safe.
No, we'd appreciate it if you kept an eye on us.
Yes.
Really important. We appreciate that. But as long as we can talk amongst each other as well.
Of course, if you need your privacy to discuss things, I am yours to command.
Right, so we'll go in first and just pick a spot which is fairly close to town, just in the tree lines, something like that. I imagine that. How many knights are there and town guard are there?
There are 10 knights, each with 8 spears and a squire. 9 of them have gone off to fight the warlock with half the town guard, so like with 50 town guardsmen.
So there's 60 people attacking a house.
It's more.
It's like
with the
it's more like 60 plus 50, so like 120.
Yeah, right. Is this something we can hear from where we are?
No, not from outside the city walls.
Right, that's what I thought. So I imagine, I'll just stand you and say, I imagine that what we'll have to do either way is figure out who's won, because we want to know. Either we want to prepare to be hunted down by someone, perhaps, or we want to have our bit of an exit story. Are we going to go with leaving this town as a happy place that has gotten rid of a terrible evil? Yeah. So about the blind thing, I would suggest that some point I just faint again.
So handy.
Yeah. I just faint again.
My
No one's
God.
gonna. I'll just pretend I'm in pain. Faint. You just continue to meditate, as if you're like even more aggressively meditating, as if it has anything to do with what's happening.
As if in some kind of trance or something.
Yeah. I suggest we do that for quite a while. We should put a time on that. Maybe like we stay in the woods for like 2 hours, and then you get up and like drag me towards the inn where we were staying.
Sure.
That you can like let me rest there. The night can still accompany us. That's no real problem. You then just tell him that I am like in a state of trance, that I am still dealing with what's happening with the warlock at that point. And you just stay with me and close the door and ask the knight to stay outside and let no one in, as if that makes a difference. I suggest we just then like take another hour, so when one of you goes to check what's happening at the house.
Yeah.
If there's still something going on. That is the plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, so you
Well,
meditate, collapse,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. 2 hours, then you go back to town. Takes like an hour to get back there because they have to carry you.
Yeah.
Not a problem. You make it back to the inn. You have your wonderful inn room. You lock yourself in there. Tell the knight to stand watch on the door, not to let anyone in. He sends his soldiers to put 2 at the front door, 2 at the base of the stairs. He himself will guard the top of the stairs with his squire, and then he'll rotate his other men in and out to make sure that there's always a fresh pair of guards. No, 2 at the back door, 2 at the front door, 2 at the stairs. The other 2 will kind of walk around. And how long do you guys wait?
Well, like I said, about an hour in the inn itself, and then one of you goes out and tells them that you want to check up on what's happening
He sends that he'll send one of his guard, or he'll send his squire
Right.
to go see what's what.
Mhm.
Squire takes off, comes back 45 minutes later saying, it seems that the warlock has his front door is strongly barricaded. The knights have created a makeshift battering ram by felling one of the trees in the forest and dragging it in. They're trying to bash it down. And when they did, a specter appeared moving through the wood. It ripped 2 men-at-arms to shreds. Their spears drove right through it, doing no harm. The knights have retreated and are rethinking their attack. They've sent word to a neighboring town to bring some other wizards to bear. The High Cleric himself has shown up to battle the undead spirit, if that's what it is indeed. The matter seems to be ongoing, but a siege is definitely in progress.
Right.
Well, it's very good the Blessed One wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't there. No.
So we're still in the room, right? 3 of us.
Yeah.
I can probably can whisper some things without people outside hearing it. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, keeping a whisper would be good.
So we have to kind of keep me in here just as long as this is going on. I kind of have to be helping them some way. I'm not quite sure how long it's obviously going to take, so that's going to be somewhat of an issue. Because if they're getting like wizards from different towns, this might drag on for quite a while.
For days.
I'm not that sleepy either. So we kind of have to make a decision here. Either I don't think we can add to what the knights have already tried. If they've tried to take down the door and goes down, there was a spectre, and then they can't really fight it because the swords don't do anything against it. I don't think we have anything else that can do anything against it. Well,
Nor a wizard.
Yeah.
Harry.
I can spook Spectre, that won't work.
Spook the spectre. Spectre.
Scary.
Oh, like, oh my god! Didn't see that one coming.
No, but I don't think we can contribute to that combat, which makes it a lot more difficult. But I do think that this has probably helped convince at least part of the knights that there is evil there.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Spectre.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, they're invested. They're gonna finish
they're
this.
gonna finish the
Militia was ripped to shreds, so they probably see him as the evil still.
Yeah.
Question is just, are we gonna try and make our way out of town? Or are we really gonna sit this out?
It would be kind of weird to try to leave now.
How are we gonna explain leaving now?
Or
Under what
explain?
kind of pretense?
We can't really explain it. The one thing we can actually do is suggestion perhaps to. We know where the nymph is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could ask the knight to please accompany me to the nymph.
Sure.
You just, come after us afterwards, and we take out the knight.
Knight, Squire. It's gonna
The
be
town.
tough.
The town won't really know what happened at that point if we deal with it, but
If we do.
How quickly things devolve into murdering the people entrusted to protect you.
it's not that we. Problem is we've betrayed them long ago. It's
exactly.
not like
From
we're
all the
making it worse.
But I mean, the first time we were like, well, let's spare everyone inside the temple. Let's spare as many people as
I
possible.
think we can still rationalize this by trying to take as few lives as possible without dying ourselves, because in the end we're trying to stay alive.
Yeah. Our life, their lives, we'll see.
So we're never going to convince this knight to leave me alone.
No.
I imagine.
Not until so long as the warlock is alive.
Maybe if you gave him a special blessing, which makes him that's
No.
gonna make him kill himself.
Well,
That's
if
not
we
a good
can
idea.
instead of killing him, just get him to sleep someday.
Yeah.
Maybe there's anything. I don't know. It doesn't have to be magical. Just a way to get him to fall asleep or whatever and get rid of him so we can continue.
You think you have a color spray spell?
Do I? No.
Do you? No? Do you not have a color spray or sleep?
Breeze, jump, magic missile, phantom force, spook, and audible glamour.
Nope, never mind, I lied.
So we're kind of stuck now. We can't find the cleric, the warlock, because we don't have weapons to fight him.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna
Probably
take way too long. If we can just wait it out and just see what happens.
Well, we know now
Yeah,
where
it's
the
best
elephant
option.
is, so
Yeah, true. To be waited out, Warlock
Look.
dies, we're on our own again.
It's not like we've been nice people, but we can still help get this town, get rid of the warlock. In the end, he was.
Yeah,
It
the
was
one who
just-
made the church blow up.
an asshole.
Well, no, we made the church blow up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
he
convince
I
gave
mean,
the order.
we were
so-
just the gun. He pulled the trigger, so
Exactly.
guns don't kill people.
Well, if I wasn't blind, we would have killed anyone. But the thing is just that if we get the town to get rid of him, at least who knows what else he had planned.
Yeah,
Exactly,
exactly. We did them a
exactly.
favor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're convincing ourselves of the same bullshit we gave the town.
Exactly.
Which
Whatever
is
helps
pretty
us
much
through the night.
But if we can keep the knight alive, and it's quite alive, that might be preferential over killing him.
Of course. Yeah.
Besides, he's a well-trained knight. He's got his squire and 6 spearmen.
Yeah, but
so
my intention was to bring him to the nymph so he lost his eyesight.
Yeah, they couldn't change it.
How devious. That
Yeah.
It
changes,
would be
man.
terrible for him. And then he'll
Well,
go
no,
to a town and he'll blow up a
Not
church.
not be able to see skin, kind of. or-
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
they get used to it.
you'll get used to it. I mean, just garnish.
I suggest we do something because we can sit here and wait it out. But it doesn't really
Yeah.
work.
no,
We have to
don't wanna
figure out
kill
if
a
we can
knight.
get a way to get him to sleep. There's maybe something we can make him drink or eat that's gonna put him to sleep. I'm not sure where.
Sleeping potions are generally hard to come by.
Yeah, we don't
There might be
have an easy
some
way.
anesthetical stuff that we can
There's
find.
a warlock in town. He might have a sleeping potion.
He's busy, I've heard.
Okay.
We've got a standing appointment with the warlock. But it's been a while since. So nothing we can come up with to try and keep the night alive. Thing is, you can't really come into contact with a nymph either, or you might lose your
Yeah,
eyesight.
exactly. I don't want
And
to
now
go
we're
too
stuck
close to
finding
that,
more warlocks.
Exactly. Yeah, there's just
And
a
I'm
limited
leading
amount
you.
of warlocks.
We're just finishing off all warlocks.
I don't think the Dark One will like it very much when we go to war to warlock.
So, I suggest we just, seeing as it's still going on and doesn't seem to be going to end fairly quickly, where are we going? We're still going to, where did he say the elephant menagerie was?
In
Micklebard.
To the
Micklebard.
north, right?
Yeah.
Suggest then that we should avoid neighboring villages if we go away, because they probably received word
Mhm.
that there are issues and they are getting mages
Yeah,
from around.
Mm-hmm. Coming mages.
So if you want to go there, we should go there straight through the woods.
Sure.
So I'd suggest that we go to the woods then, and we well, it's not even certain that the guard will see the nymph, of course.
Yeah, it's very difficult with the guard there.
But there's 3 of us. Shouldn't we be able to deal with an unexpected? Well, he's on guard.
He's a knight. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, he has to sleep sometimes, so maybe slit his throat.
Well, if he sleeps, you
Yeah,
can
they
just
can
get
just
away
leave.
from
That's-
him.
that's
Well,
perfect.
but he's gonna have other.
Yeah,
He's
it'll
not
always be
alone.
one
Yeah, he's
watching.
never gonna leave us alone. You mean?
Yeah.
No, he has other people he can command to keep watch. But I'm kind of sneaky.
Yeah. I don't want to kill the guy. Seems very friendly. Look at his blonde locks. Cool guy. I was talking
Are
to him
you looking
yesterday.
at?
No, not this again.
I just say we
I
wait.
sense we're making this more difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
Waiting might be the better, prudent option.
Wait,
But
we
we're not
wait
in-
till help arrives and wait till they manage to get rid of the
Yeah.
warlock. Then it's gonna be really quiet time and
You can,
Alright,
you can go and go about and bless on people.
Do some blessing.
no, I would prefer
Ask
to
for-
stay in my room and meditate and
Or-
fall
yeah,
down a few times and stuff like
Maybe I can bless by proxy or something. So I've been blessed, so I can bless you like a pyramid scheme.
I like pyramid schemes.
Okay. Oh no, they have yeah, he's got a Lance of Disruption spell. That might do us in. I gotta look at the spell.
Sure.
Chat is kind of confused about the elephant.
Chad is confused about the elephant. We're confused about the elephant. Why the fuck do they want an elephant?
Germans, yeah.
Ask the German.
Well, because the elephant that was pulling your wagon.
Yeah.
Was killed. Look, their adventure was very small in scale compared to this. This got wildly out of hand very quickly.
Yeah.
It's only a minor conflict, like involving 200 people max.
Yeah, this turned from like
And
find an elephant to sieging a warlock and blowing up a
You
cathedral.
know how this started? Was someone blinding me?
I
not
rolled a
my
random
fault.
encounter. There was a nymph. You guys were arguing. You looked at her. You failed the saving throws.
What? Well, yeah. What am I
What?
supposed to
How?
do?
I don't know. Not take the job from the evil warlock to blow up the
And
cathedral.
just be blind all the time.
That's not.
I was just. There might have been other options. You took the
Oh,
first
come
option
on.
that came across your path. Did you not hear about shopping around for other options?
That's for a
No.
bed and breakfast. That's something else. Which reminds
I
me,
choose to
no
ignore.
bed and breakfast next to the nymph.
Yeah, that sounds
Seriously.
like a bad idea.
You'll be eyeing her all day. Well,
For one
for
time
like
and then
2 seconds. And the
Well, there's
warlock
a
is
thing.
gone, so. Well,
No
we hope.
cures.
Okay.
We are making this more difficult for ourselves, but also for Neil, which is a good thing.
which is
And
exactly.
the Dutch people.
Well, not sure. They may just simplify it all. So.
Fuck the Dutch. I like them though.
Don't say that on stream.
Might be listening.
Right.
Anyway, so let's see. 2 days later, some help arrives from Valenhall.
Valendrack.
Valenhall.
Oh, that's-
In the form of a red-robed wizard. You don't catch his name, but he seems to be kind of a prominent, helpful hand sort of guy who likes to lend his services to the neighboring towns in exchange for their goodwill. And he shows up, and that's the day that they make it through the door. Instead of using this battering ram, which seems to not really be working, the door is very heavy. It's got lots of iron over it, and every time that they bring the battering ram out, some specter comes out and starts ripping people to shreds, and some people are terrified. This guy shows up, casts. You're not here to see this. You're hearing all these secondhand reports. Uses a spell that creates a beam of light, shattering the door after a couple of castings. The high cleric turns the specter as it tries to push out and attack the people. It flees and vanishes into the building, and the men-at-arms of the knights run in, search the place, but the warlock cannot be found.
Ah, fuck,
Yeah,
we're screwed.
you-
Well, it has a
portal.
portal. So it's not
Yeah,
all-
we kind of should have figured that one out.
It also
No,
looks like most
we
of
knew.
his
We knew
belongings
it.
are gone. All the books are gone. All of his personal possessions are gone. The house looks
Right.
like it has been completely packed up and shipped away.
Right. So this is the time where if we get these reports, like take like an hour or something, and then just we go outside and I proclaim that the evil has fled this town. I have sadly paid the price, losing my blessing. I think that is pretty much the time that we're
Yeah.
gonna have to do that. 'Cause
Otherwise-
otherwise we're gonna be stuck with this
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Then the knights will follow us forever.
If the warlock is gone, I suggest that we have to make this convincing. So I suggest some minor extra carving around my eyes, perhaps.
Sure, I have 2 daggers.
I
Can-
can do
something which isn't-
phantasmally.
Yeah, maybe even better. The problem is there is a wizard there. If
Yeah.
he senses that something is not right, we might be in trouble.
Yeah,
So I
the
prefer-
red-robed wizard
I
is.
prefer that there is actually evidence
Yeah.
of like physical scarring
Exactly. Because
that is
you
not
figured it
too aesthetically mispleasing. Because honestly, I want to be able to find women.
I promise
But
you,
those
when you
eyes-
look in the mirror, you won't see it.
Yeah, that's not really what we're going for. They really,
Yeah.
they really have to see that there is like scarring. That is, I already had scarring,
You-
but,
Yeah, exactly. You're
but-
like scars.
but that seems to be scarring that has been there for a while now. I would imagine. So I want some extra scarring there, and we'll just go outside. And I will just go towards the house and proclaim that the evil has fled this village, and I've sadly had to pay the price and lost my blessing.
It's the best option we have, yeah.
I think it's the only option we have.
Yeah, exactly.
At least it's the best one.
Okay, so you proceed to
Towards the house.
the
What is left
warlock's
of it.
house.
Mm-hmm.
You find a large number of soldiers standing around, looking about a little bit helplessly. The Lord Mayor has shown up, as well as the small noble, minor nobles. The High Cleric is there. The red-robed wizard is there. They're all chatting. As you guys show up, people kind of fall quiet and look towards you. What type of scars? Like slashes around your eyes, or
More like just going from my eyes towards the outside of my face.
okay, so like
just going all the way.
Okay. They look at you, and the High Cleric proudly presents this red-robed wizard and says, "Our friend here has opened the doors and smashed away what was inside. It seems the warlock has fled, though, before anything could be done with him. But I think we should be safe for the time being. Men are at work inside, tearing it down brick by brick, but the mortar is strong."
I look towards him. I say, I felt him leave, but not just him. I felt his presence leave, and I felt the evil leave. But sadly, I had to pay the price of this. The last things I saw.
Paid what price?
The last things I saw were him just looking straight into my eyes, and I felt power leave me, and I'm afraid I have lost my blessing. I've had to pay this price.
How?
I'm not certain. I'm not sure of how I paid this price. Perhaps the warlock figured out that I was the one that eventually made the town turn against him.
So
I'm
you
pretty
can,
sure that he found me.
Can you see?
I think I can. I see parts of people, not entire people.
He looks to you two.
I look as innocent as I
but
can.
you look,
Like, super fucking puppy eyes.
A married couple.
I hold his hand.
Poor Harold, poor Harold.
I can start to cry if you want.
Give me a charisma check, crying command.
Well, I tried to cry. If I fail, it's still gonna
Maybe
be
try to
awkward.
wail or something.
No, I'll try to choke up a bit at least.
12 and
Christmas 12.
yeah, 24. You managed to get at least one little tear coming down after a little while working.
Which hurts really bad.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah,
what happened.
scarring and
Scars.
salt. Ugh.
Also the fact that I lost my eyesight for a while.
Yeah.
So I thank the wizard for his assistance in something that I could not have done without him. That his contribution was very important to helping this town get rid of this evil.
The High Cleric looks at you very carefully. It says the blessing of the nymph is a magical property. The blinding is physical. The last man to be blinded by the nymph 10 years ago. I tried every possible remedy available, and nothing could restore his sight.
Perhaps the warlock wanted me to see the world as it is, wanted to take away the one thing that keeps reminding me of the fact that I have a blessing, that I
mean,
had a blessing.
It's some revenge.
To restore a man's sight is
To
as far
take
as
his blessing. I mean, this man.
How do you know the
Whoa.
blessing is gone?
Well, he felt
Yes.
it. I mean,
So
felt-
why
I
not
felt
take
the
the blessing
power.
and leave the why restore the eyesight?
I think he did not want to restore my eyesight. He wanted to take something away from me. He wanted to take away my ability to
If that
not
was the case,
see
why didn't he
everything.
do this when you first came to town? Surely he must have been.
Perhaps he did not think that I would be a threat at the time. Perhaps he did not think that I could get the town to see him for the evil that he is. Perhaps his plan is to make me see what he's done. Make me see damage he has done to your cathedral.
This does not seem like much of a curse to give a man his eyesight back. Sounds more like a helping hand. It's very curious indeed that you would see again. But I guess that is good for you.
I do not pretend to know what reason he has, but I think that he wanted me to see the damage he has done before leaving.
Curious indeed. Very curious. Well, I guess the day is ours. It only cost the lives of 12 good men.
Bummer.
Bummer is a bit of an understatement.
Exactly. I can't find the words to express my deep.
Is there any way
sorrows.
in which we can assist you, knowing that we are now simple people?
Simple people, yes. If you lack the ability to bless the fields, or at least offer your help,
I'm not sure if I can still do that. I felt power leave me. I'm not sure in how much power has left me, what I have left to give you. I'm more than willing to try. I'm more than willing to assist and try and bless what I can.
can I see your
But I'm not sure if I can feel if a blessing will work.
I need you to make me a spellcraft proficiency check. I'm gonna look up what it keys off of though. No, that's not it.
It's gonna be kind of hard to hold someone hostage.
Intelligence -2.
with
So
that
you need a d20 plus 15 to recognize the spell that is being cast.
Okay. That is not good.
6 and 15 is 21.
Yeah,
You
21.
the cleric is casting detect evil.
Okay.
So he stands there for a moment and starts murmuring some words, pulls some components from his waist. You recognize the spell. The rest of you are like, oh, fucking some cleric is doing some weird shit. And when he opens his eyes, he looks around and looks you up and down and says, before I did not notice much, but now I sense a great evil emanating from you, from your face.
Was
more
this the
than
same
anything.
evil that you sensed in the warlock?
The warlock always hid behind stone, impenetrable to my gaze.
That is because he's a warlock and he's evil. I am here and I'm not hiding myself. I know clerics can figure out when evil is there.
Yes, no, it is a... I'm
get
not accusing
aggravated.
you of being
I get
evil.
aggravated because I feel like he's accusing me.
No, I'm not accusing you of evil, but I can see the evil markings left on your face from his arcane power of sorts. It is a shame to be marked such. I hope,
It is.
I fear that whatever curse befalls you by him may not yet have its true form revealed.
Oh no.
Can't you cure him? Can't you cure him?
Is there a warlock in town?
I can try to remove a curse, but
If you can, that would be very helpful.
I would say come back with me to the temple, but it is gone.
Oh.
Oh no. The beautiful cathedral.
Unfortunately, we built it over our previous one, so we actually are out of cathedrals at the moment.
Seriously.
We've run out of cathedral.
I've heard there's a great cathedral in Micklegard. Did you go there?
There is. That is a great idea. I shall accompany you to Miklograd,
Thank you.
where we shall use their cathedral. The high priest there will actually know what to do instead.
Seems like a great plan.
You are a wise one, Dave.
Dave the Brick, they call me.
Why do they call you the Brick?
Because I always carry bricks of books around me in my town where I grew up.
Ah, very wise. Your father must be
Indeed.
extraordinarily proud of you.
Yes, he's the mayor of Scalp actually. You might have heard of him, Mick the Brick.
No, I'm afraid I haven't heard of your father, but I
He's also
surely
very
must
wise.
look him up.
Of course.
And where is it that you come from? I'm afraid I don't even know much about the three of you.
Oh, I've just been traveling around all my life, and I met my lovely husband in.
Recently married.
Yeah.
By the
You're
great
married?
Martha.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it beautiful? Really, really beautiful.
It is always beautiful when two people can find love and comfort in
Exactly.
one another's arms.
Exactly. We're
God.
born for each other.
Yes, yes. Although you know they say marriage is between a human and a human.
Luckily, they say that.
The
And no one
love of
here.
Martha is stronger than race, gender, and
Sometimes,
color.
sometimes love wins.
Sometimes.
Good thing we have the moral high ground after this strike.
Well, perhaps the
I
high.
suddenly don't feel bad anymore. Seriously.
Right.
Perhaps the cleric in Miklograd will
Assistance.
will
would
be able to help you
greatly
with your
appreciated.
problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have matters to attend to. He kind of clearly turns away from the two of you. I have a few other matters to attend to. Perhaps some of these knights will be courteous enough to escort you to Miklograd in case the warlock makes his approach again.
Well, I think if the warlock wanted to kill me, he would have done so already. I think your knights are safer in town now, knowing that the danger is gone. and
Well, the
evil is
roads
gone.
are dangerous themselves. Maybe not for the warlock, but just there are bandits, there are raiders, there
We
are
can handle
traitors. There are,
themselves. We can handle ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, we
it's
wouldn't want
really
to.
no problem.
Yeah.
I
but-
mean, you've helped purge our town of evil. We owe you our lives. It's not an issue to.
Yeah, but
Yes.
so many people have had to die
Right.
to purge this town of this
Mhm.
evil.
These knights still
We
live.
we
Yeah.
would appreciate a few horses and a knight to accompany us to the town,
Of course.
the city.
Gerald, come over here.
Not Gerald.
A kind of a middle-aged knight shows up. He's got a kind of big belly. His breastplate is barely holding on there. He's got a couple of squire. He's got his squire with him and his spearman at his side. And he says, "Gerald, these men. This man is heading to Miklograd to seek the high priest. The
I
high
hold
priestess
your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
To see if there's something that cannot be done about the curse laid upon our prophet here. Please see them safely to Miklograd. And if you have some horses, lend them to him.
Or perhaps for the lesser humans, a pony or a donkey, perhaps.
I would
Maybe-
prefer a pony.
To a pony and a donkey and maybe a horse.
Yes, I think that would be appropriate. A horse and a pony, very separate
horse.
animals to ride. Yes.
Yeah. There's some other riding,
would
but that
definitely
mostly
appreciate
happens
that.
at night.
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess someone to keep the watches.
we would appreciate the escort and the
Mhm.
horses to get there.
They give you your supplies, and you guys can head out.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we're at a we can continue to Miklograd. You guys can deal with all of this stuff. You can try and get your elf. You can go back, or if you guys want to leave that for the next people to deal with, you can do that. We can keep going. I am happy to do both.
Our net gain is 2 horses
Yes.
and a pony.
And
And
very weird
a high
eyesight,
priest
yeah.
and a knight.
Yeah,
Well, and
that's
some
right.
experience points, which we'll have to distribute.
Yay! And your vision is special.
Special.
I'm
I
special.
heard, yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe it's a good point to let the
Yeah,
next
the-
party
the
continue
people.
because they have the option of doing whatever they want.
Uh-huh.
I
You can
really
go out,
hope-
kill everyone, and just.
I really hope
Alright.
the warlock holds a grudge.
Probably,
that
I
would be
mean.
so great.
Warlocks aren't the most forgiving kind of people.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, you just drove him out of his house where he was setting up a temple to the Dark One. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, poor Dutchman.
Well, it's not said they're
Maybe
continuing
Warlock.
this.
They might, the next group might pick a different campaign or start their own. Someone hopefully will pick this one up.
Yeah.
The
I'd
thing
like to
is,
see it
though,
through.
Neil, that you're gonna have to explain how we got to this
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
I will.
So why are we looking for an elephant? Wow! Why are there a priest with you looking for an elephant?
I will do my best to explain your actions. They may come off a little chaotic.
But we weren't evil. We tried.
Oh,
No,
no,
seriously.
one.
You know-
We tried to do.
You know what's important,
Oh, for
though?
crying
That
out loud.
we haven't changed anything about the sheets. We're already there.
I spent 4 gold.
I corrected what the Germans forgot.
Exactly.
Well, you spent some money on food.
Yeah, that's how the 2
We-
goals
we-
spent on food.
I drew Donald Duck.
There's a
That's
lot
okay.
of role playing and very little dice rolling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not a single combat encounter
But-
was
Luckily.
approached.
kinda fun.
But we
I have to say.
look. It's not that we didn't approach it, but there was no time at which I thought we can take what's coming.
No. Yeah. That's not a criticism. That's just a.
Mhm.
Yeah, I role playing is the heart of RPGs.
I mean,
The
it's not
combat
our
is fun,
fault.
but-
There's only one viewer left. Neil Butt. Neil Butt is like, this is fucking bullshit.
Next combat encounter in 5 hours.
Okay.
So Waffengoofel
Waffengoofel.
is still alive.
Yeah.
The rest of it has pretty much stayed as such. I don't know the name of my condition, but I'll write it down for sake of argument.
Your hotness should go down
I
a bit.
can-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please subtract 3 points from your hotness. You have
Seriously? Whoa.
I mean,
that's
in
a
addition
lot.
to like the weird
and
scarring,
everything.
he's got these extra like lines coming out of his face. It's fucking freaky.
Not appealing.
I mean,
But you can see skeletons.
you can see
It's
skeletons.
cool.
Actually, it's been a few days now. After a few days, it's not just skeletal bodies that you can see. You can see the outline of where their
Right.
face should, like where the flesh should end. So you can kind of see like a ghostly figure surrounding the skeleton. It took like 4 days to kick in slowly.
Still cursed though.
Yeah.
Right. I think the rest.
Okay. Well, that's it. Is there anything you guys would like to say in your final farewells before we kill the stream?
No shit.
This was fun.
Good luck.
Good luck to the Dutch
Sorry
people.
to-
No, I'm hoping that people will continue this and not go, well, this, no. It's been a bit of a, I guess, as far as the story goes, somewhat of a train wreck.
Probably.
But can still make something out of it.
Yeah.
Continue the story.
There's
One of the stories.
I think it's more of like a controlled crash of an airplane, you know?
Okay.
Like you landed safely, but there's a lot of turbulence
Mm.
and some unexpected stops.
We're on the ground, so everything's fine.
Sure.
Except for the warlock.
And cathedral.
Anyway?
And the cathedral, yeah.
So,
Yeah, but-
Cathedral.
It's just and the dwarves.
And the gnome.
And
Oh,
the
the poor
gnome.
gnome. That was so
And the
terrible.
12
Didn't look
12 soldiers.
Too fair,
We really should find his family. And pay our
Maybe that's what the
condolences.
next people will do is
Yeah,
go.
just go and
No,
Yeah,
they'll
find
just get
the
killed
name
by
of the gnome
warlock.
involved.
Well, all right, that's it. See you guys later for some more Tales of the Wandering Bard if I can find my mouse and exit. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.